Welcome to Check Your Day, the daily podcast with Renča, aka your guide through the jungle called Czech. We spend 5 minutes from Monday to Friday to get better at one topic in Czech. Ahoj! Today's episode is special because we will dive a little bit into cultural differences in the Czech Republic. Life happens, you sometimes buy stuff and you realize that it's not in the best shape, that there is a defect, and you have to fill a complaint. So, how we say it in Czech, what is the useful expression? That's what today's episode about. I highly recommend this episode also to those of you who are planning to pass the A2 exam, because this is a really useful vocabulary for the exam, not only for life. So, let's dive right in. Jdeme na to. Na dobírku. Let's say you want to buy something online and you have multiple options how you can pay for that product. So either it can be cash on delivery, na dobírku, which is pretty helpful, especially when you don't know the shop and you don't have previous experience. That's what I do sometimes with new shops. Dobírka. Basically, it means that you order the product, they will send it to you, and you will pay for it when getting the parcel. So you avoid the situation that you would pay for something and it wouldn't be delivered. That's one option. And another one is PŘEVODEM, which means via bank transfer. PŘEVODEM. Via bank transfer. Převod. Bank transfer. That's probably one of the most frequent ones through, for example, QR code. Zboží můžete zaplatit převodem nebo na dobírku. Or you can, of course, pay the normal way like Apple Pay, Google Pay, whatever pay. Or you can pay by card. Once you receive your parcel, you should always have an invoice. And I recommend you to keep it, because if something happens, you need it to be able to place a complaint. REKLAMACE, complaint. You need an invoice or you need a receipt. FAKTURA, invoice. Účtenka, receipt, or any other kind of evidence that you have really bought that product from that particular shop. Then, by law, after buying it, you have 2-year warranty period. ZÁRUČNÍ DOBA. Warranty period. That means that with majority of products, there are some exceptions, but with majority of them, that's for 2 years. Záruční doba výrobku je 2 roky. That means when something happens, let's say to your phone or to your t-shirt, you can take your receipt or your invoice and go to the shop and place a complaint. What they do, they have 30-day period to sort out your complaint. That's by law. Reklamace musí být vyřízena do 30 dnů. So they have to let you know within this 30-day period whether your complaint is accepted or not, because sometimes They don't accept the complaint because the product hasn't been used in the recommended way. Reklamace musí být vyřízena do 30 dnů. What products don't belong to this category of 2-year warranty period? That's, for example, digital products. VADA, defect. Whenever you place a complaint, you have to mention what kind of defect you have found on that particular product. So what's wrong with the product? Při reklamaci musíte uvést vadu výrobku. The price of each product includes also VAT, DPH, VAT, daň z přidané hodnoty. We basically have 3 groups. The normal VAT is 21%. The lower VAT is 12%. That's 4 exceptions. And there is also one group that is without any VAT, and that's books. So you don't pay any taxes like VAT when you buy a book. DPH je v České republice 21%, 12% nebo 0%. Okay, I hope you have found today's episode helpful. If so, let me know so that I know I should create more episodes like this, which is like a combination of real life situation with a really specific vocabulary, which unfortunately sometimes is needed. I hope you will not need it soon, but in case you do, now you know and you will understand. So awesome. Pat yourself on the shoulder and see you tomorrow. Ahoy!